boom! They put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright light.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. Room to run at the 50. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Down to about the 32.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it different.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing. Frank Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on second down. Wilson now off the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and...
He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's good for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Watson's throw caught here by Metcalf. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They're in the second quarter now in Vegas. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he completes it to Berrios. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the accuracy lacking there for Zuerlein. It's off to the right, no good, and they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And now Watson throws another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Open man is Uzomah. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there.
Yeah, we often overstate how explosive teams are. This team is trying to score in every snap, especially in the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Watson now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 18 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Wilson going to throw for it. Forced out to his left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Watson's throw into the hands of Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Walker. A solid stiff arm. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to run.
Here's Walker. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second down and goal. Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. John Franklin Myers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
On fourth down, Watson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deshaun Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping.
He's got a man complete.
Touchdown! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists. To go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
A good pickup there, a 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, it's Watson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. And now here is another interception. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The fumble he had earlier. We know how key keeping the football is here. The fumble earlier, probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this one.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Watson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Watson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. And they take a knee.